Today we are looking at Waves C4. I've only just started using multiband compressors and I had no idea what I was missing out on, to say the very least. Now, basically for my, well, I haven't spent a lot of time, but I basically use the presets. So for my instruments, my group instrument track, I use a hard basic preset, and I use a Pensado vocal on my lead singer, which is down in the presets down here. Pensado vocal on my backing vocals. I'm using the C4 on the group return. So on my backing vocal group return, I'm using a Pensado vocal as well, and on, like I said earlier, on my instrument group return, I'm using a hard basic preset. Now, when I'm mixing, you see the levels of compression as you're talking, and you can see where exactly your music's compressing and just how hard. This threshold is the overall threshold, so if you pull that down, then it compresses everything a lot harder than what it was doing earlier. So now it's so basically when the music's going through, and I'd like to see what it's doing now. Basically that it's compressing a little bit, just within these two ranges here that are set from the preset menu. Now, if you want to curve the EQ for the compressor as well, you can change the curves of the EQ as well. And these are the different bands of compression that it's doing. But hard basic is where I started off, so I'll leave it on that. So basically that's how that works at its very basic level. Now, so when we're mixing and we've got our signals coming through, it's a good idea to see if it's all flat and it's doing nothing, or if it's compressing and it's compressing well or too hard. You can just bring your main threshold down or bring it up if it's not, if it's not compressing too much. Right now I'm talking and there's no compression happening at all. Now if I have my instrument group there, I wouldn't want that happening at all, so I would grab my threshold and pull it down until it starts working for me. Not compressing everything really hard, but just a nice sound for that. So basically that's the very basic version of how C4 compressor works. At this point, I don't use any other function of the C4.